वेलकम यू बैक वंस अगेन इन स्टडी बैटल। सो पिछले वीडियो में जैसा कि हमने कुछ बेसिक्स को काफ़ी टाइम पहले हमने बेसिक्स के बारे में बात करी थी, बेसिक्स ऑफ जियोलॉजी और अर्थ साइंसेस। उसी सीरीज में आज हम कुछ और टॉपिक्स के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे जो कि आपका स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी से रिलेटेड है, टेक्टोनिक से रिलेटेड है, टाइप्स ऑफ टेक्टोनिक से रिलेटेड है, बहुत बेसिक टाइप है। ओके, अब ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है? आप जो एमएससी एंड बीएससी के कोर्सेज के दौरान या एमसी एमटेक के कोर्सेज के दौरान जो वाइवा वोस देते हो, प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम्स जो आप देते हो इंटरव्यूज के लिए या पर्सनैलिटी टेस्ट, तो हर तरह के जो एग्जाम्स में जो मीन्स प्रैक्टिकल टाइप के हैं, जो ओरल टाइप में होते हैं, उसके लिए काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। ओके, सिंपल डेफिनेशंस हैं एंड कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट हैं। सो आपके एग्जाम्स में जनरली यहाँ से क्वेश्चन पूछ लिए जाते हैं जब भी आप वाइवा वोस या इंटरव्यूज के लिए जाते हो। ओके, सो आइए डिस्कस करते हैं। सो सबसे पहले तो हम ये समझेंगे कि स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी है क्या एंड फ्रॉम वेयर इट हैज बीन ओरिजिनेटेड। पहले भी मैंने बता दिया, बहुत बेसिक वीडियो है, आप इसको ढंग से करिएगा। ओके, सो स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है दैट हैज बीन टेकन फ्रॉम द वर्ड स्ट्रक्चर। ओके, एंड स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो एक लैटिन टर्म है। लैटिन टर्म जो उसके लिए जो यूज किया जाता है वो है स्ट्रेच्योर। ओके, अब स्ट्रेच्योर का जो मतलब है वो है टू बिल्ड। स्ट्रेच्योर का मतलब है टू बिल्ड, टू कंस्ट्रक्ट समथिंग। ओके, सो इसको डिफाइन भी किया गया है। सो अ जियोलॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर इज द जियोमेट्रिकल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ रॉक्स। जो जियोलॉजिकल स्ट्रक्चर अगर आप कोई देखते हो, सो दैट इज अ जियोमेट्रिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ रॉक्स एंड स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी डील्स विद द जियोमेट्री, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर्स। ओके, सो जब आप स्ट्रक्चर की बात करते हो तो वो जियोमेट्रिकल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ द रॉक होता है। एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी, सो स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी मींस दैट डील्स विद द geometry, means how they are being oriented, their distribution, how they are distributed among the space, and their formation, means how they are formed, what are the processes which are responsible for the formation of that structure. Okay, and we must understand, or we must add, that structural geology only deals with the structures created during rock deformation. Okay, so structural geology deals with the structures which have been created during the rock deformation, not the primary structures formed by the sedimentary or the magmatic processes. Okay, so आपको पता है कि जो structures they can be of any type, they can be structures of structural type of, means the structural type of structures which are formed by another processes, and the sedimentary structures which are formed because of the process of sediments or the movements in the sediments. Okay, so the journey of a particular sediments from their origin place to its source, means from its source to its present location, those structures are something else. We call them sedimentary structures. But the structures which have been created during rock deformation, they are known as sedimentary structures. The structures which have been formed by the rock deformation, they are known as structures. Okay, so in structural geology we talk about the changes which have been taken place in the rocks during deformation. Okay, but deformation structure they can form through the modification of the primary structure. देखिए, डिफॉर्मेशनल स्ट्रक्चर जो हैं वो प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर्स मींस सेडिमेंट्री स्ट्रक्चर्स का डिफॉर्मेशन से बन सकते हैं। ओके, लेकिन प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर्स जियोलॉजी के फॉर्म में नहीं बनेंगे, क्योंकि फॉर द स्ट्रक्चरल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के लिए वहां पे रॉक डिफॉर्मेशन, स्ट्रेस जनरेट होना, स्ट्रेन प्रोड्यूस होना, ओके, मींस रॉक में कोई न कोई चेंज होना चाहिए। चेंजेस में बी इन देयर शेप, देयर साइज एंड देयर locations, mean how the axes are being located, as you see in the form of the normal stress, shear stress, okay, tangential stress. So that's the forces which are working in a particular direction that decide the stresses. Okay, so structural geology deals with the rock deformation. Okay, so rock deformation में फर्दर अगर कोई मूवमेंट हुआ है, कोई प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर में अगर फर्दर डिफॉर्मेशन हुआ है, तो उसको हम स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी के ही अंडर रखेंगे। ओके, तो यही इसका कहने का मतलब है, जो लाइन लिखी हुई है ना कि इट शुड बी एडेड दैट स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी ओनली डील्स विद द स्ट्रक्चर्स क्रिएटेड ड्यूरिंग रॉक डिफॉर्मेशन, नॉट विद द प्राइमरी structures formed by the sedimentary or the magmatic processes. Okay, so ये इसका मतलब था. And if we talk about the tectonics, so the closely related word is the tectonics. So tectonics come from the Greek word. Okay, so जो स्ट्रक्चर है, स्ट्रक्चर जिस वर्ड से आया हुआ है वो एक लैटिन टर्म है, और जो टेक्टोनिक्स है वो एक ग्रीक टर्म है. ग्रीक टर्म मीन्स टेक्टोस. Okay, and both structural geology and tectonics, they are related to the building and the resulting structure, the resulting structure of the Earth's lithosphere. Okay, and to motions that changes the shape of the outer parts of the planet. Okay, यही हमने डिस्कस किया कि जो प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं वो आपका सेडिमेंट्री प्रोसेस से बनेंगे, लेकिन जो मॉडिफिकेशंस अगर उसमें होंगे, किसी डिफॉर्मेशन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर मॉडिफिकेशन होंगे, रॉक डिफॉर्मेशन होगा, तो उसको हम स्ट्रक्चर और टेक्टोनिक्स के अंडर रखेंगे. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आपको बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट समझ लेना है कि स्ट्रक्चर का मतलब हुआ टू बिल्ड, एंड टेक्टोनिक्स का मतलब हुआ उसमें फर्दर चेंजेस जो डिफॉर्मेशन के थ्रू होंगे. ओके, और कभी कभी हम ये भी कहते हैं, वी कुड से दैट द टेक्टोनिक्स इज more closely connected to the underlying process that causes the structures to form. Okay, so tectonics is connected with the external and often regional processes that generate a characteristic set of structures in an area of or a particular region. Okay, so tectonics and structures, they both are interrelated. Okay, they are connected with the external and often regional processes which generate a characteristic set of structures in a particular area or a particular region of the rock. And there can be some forces which act tangentially, they can act tangentially, perpendicularly or horizontally. So forceful intrusion of magma that can give rise to another very important structure. So forceful intrusion of magma, which is gravity driven salt or mud diapirs, flowing glaciers, and the meteorite impact or the meteor impact. Okay, so external processes जो हैं, they cause in many cases plate motions. Because of the plate motions, external process which act because of the plate motions, but can also be such things. Okay, so each of these causes, they create characteristic structures which may be defined under the branch of structural geology or in the form of the tectonic style, and which are related to the tectonics. Okay, so the type of tectonics which is responsible for the formation of particular structure, that can be given name as the place of its origin, means from where it has been originated. It has been originated in a glacier, it has been originated because of the meteoritic impact, or the forceful intrusion of magma, or the salt or the mud diapirs which are gravity driven. So on the basis of the particular or the fundamental origin, we give it different types of names. Okay, so structural geology in a nutshell, that typically pertains to the observation, description and interpretation of structures that can be mapped in the field. Okay, so this in a nutshell we can define. So we observe in the field, we describe a particular structure. Suppose we see any fold in the field or any fault in the field, we can describe it, we can observe it, we can plot it, means its direction, its depth, its amount, and all these things we can plot, and we can interpret that which type of structure it can be, the formation, of very rough idea about its structural, means how it has been formed. So that can be mapped in the field. Okay, so that in the field point of view, we can define structural geology in that manner. So how do we recognize deformation or strain in a rock? So there are several types of processes that you would have understand, that you would have seen or studied in your classes. So strain means something primary or pre-existing that has been modified, and modified by the geometrical processes. ओके, सो वो क्रॉस स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन में हो सकता है, पेबल शेप्ड एंड प्राइमरी मैग्मेटिक टेक्सचर्स और अ प्री एग्जिस्टिंग डिफॉर्मेशन स्ट्रक्चर. सो स्ट्रेन का मतलब हुआ कि उसमें कोई चेंज हुआ, उसके शेप में, उसमें मीन्स उसकी जियोमेट्री में कोई अगर शेप हुआ है, कोई चेंज हुआ है. ओके, सो जियोमेट्रिकली मॉडिफाइड. ओके, वो क्रॉस सेक्शन में हो सकता है, मींस क्रॉस स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन में हो सकता है, पेबल शेप हो सकता है, प्राइमरी मैग्नेटिक टेक्सचर्स हो सकता है. आपने जो मैकेनिज्म ऑफ स्ट्रेस एंड स्ट्रेन है, मैकेनिज्म ऑफ फोल्डिंग एंड फॉल्टिंग है, उसमें ये पढ़ा होगा कि स्ट्रेन एंड स्ट्रेन कैसे हम फील्ड में स्ट्रेन को मेजर करते हैं. ओके, जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन के स्टूडेंट्स है, दे विल बी क्वाइट फैमिलियर, एंड वी आर इन undergraduate classes, they will further study about the mechanism of strain. Okay, so strain, they can be defined as a change in the length or the shape, means the geometry of that particular rock section. As recognizing strain and deformation, they can structures actually require solid knowledge of the structural geology or the undeformed rocks and their primary structures. So that we have already discussed कि जब तक हमको प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर की, वो प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर किस फॉर्मेशन में बना है, किस टाइप में बना हुआ है, unless and until we know about that primary structure, how can we recognize or how can we measure the stress and strain that particular rock section. Okay, so deformation structures, they actually require solid knowledge of undeformed, मीन्स जब तक उसमें डिफॉर्मेशन नहीं हुआ था, उससे पहले की जर्नी वी मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड, देन वी कैन रिकॉग्नाइज दैट हाउ द डिफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेस हैज प्रोसीडेड एंड व्हाट इज द अल्टीमेट रिजल्ट दैट हैज गिवन राइज टू प्रेजेंट डे स्ट्रक्चर्स. Okay, so primary structures, that they are very important for one to understand. Okay, and plate tectonics, that we have already discussed, that when we talk about the structural geology, that how the plates have moved or how the rocks have changed, how the stress and strains have been generated. So plate tectonics is the large scale part of tectonics that directly involves the movement and interaction of lithospheric plates. Okay, जो लिथोस्फेरिक प्लेट्स हैं, उनका मूवमेंट और उसका इंटरेक्शन, दैट इज डेराइव्ड और दैट इज डिफाइंड बाय द प्लेट टेक्टोनिक प्रोसेस. ओके, एंड within this area we talk about the expression such as the subduction, that how the plates are being subducting, how the collision of the plates is taking place, and how the rifting is taking place. So all these terms or all these things we study under the branch of plate tectonics. Okay, then we talk about the particular type of tectonics. These may not be very important, but if you understand this concept, that will be very useful for one to further diagnose how the changes are being taking place. Means what is the main concept behind the tectonics. There may be glacier which is disturbing that tectonics. There may be salt movement or diaperic movement, or there can be gravity generated movement. So that is that concept, that why we are talking about this tectonic, different types of tectonics. Okay, so glaciotectonics, when we talk about, so this is the glaciotectonics, we generally refer to the movements which have been classified or movement which have been taken place because of the pushing of the ice. Okay, so ice movement that generates the glaciotectonics. So the deformation of sediments and the bedrock, generally we call them the sedimentary rocks at the toe of an advancing ice sheet. Okay, so the journey of this glaciotectonics starts from the toe of an advancing ice sheet, and from where because of the gravity, the ice movement takes place. So in this case, in the pushing of ice, that creates the deformation, particularly when the base of the glacier is cold. So obviously, if glacier is there, the ice sheets will be there and they will be cold. Okay, they may be cold, they may be frozen to the substrate. Okay, so the ice movement takes place, and that further gives rise to different types of structures, and that we will talk about, that we will discuss, that we read or study in under the branch of glaciotectonics. And salt tectonics, that deals with the deformation which are being caused because of the movement of salt. Okay, when the salt moves, and essentially it's not generally, mostly it moves vertically, but this is not hard and fast rule that salt movement will take place only in the vertical direction. It can be tangentially, it may be erratic, it may be horizontal, but generally it's vertical in structure. So both glaciotectonics and salt tectonics, they are primarily driven by the gravity. Okay, so glacier, we all know that is glaciers moves downwards because of the gravity, and salt that also moves because of the gravitational forces. Okay, so glaciotectonics and salt tectonics, they both are primarily driven by the gravity. Okay, but this is not the very true for the salt tectonics. Salt tectonics, they can also be closely related to plate tectonics. Okay, salt tectonics वो gravity की वजह से भी हो सकता है, it can be driven because of the plate tectonics also. But glaciotectonics, that is always generated by the gravitational forces. Okay, so that is glaciotectonics. And the term gravity tectonics, the gravity tectonics is very known to you. You can generally refer to, or you can generally guess that what will be the definition or what will be the concept behind that. So generally restricted to the downward or the slight movement, downward movement of a large portion of rock, as in the form of glacier or the ice sheet. Okay, so glaciotectonics generally restricted to the downward or sliding of or the large portion of the rock and sediments, okay, which are deposited resulting or weak salt or the overpressured shale layers. Okay, notably of the continental margin deposits the resulting on the weak salt or the overpressure shale layers because of the gravity tectonics. There may be raft tectonics, that's type of gravity tectonics which is occurring in such environments, smaller landslide activities in which the mass of a movement, mass of a particular rock that moves because of the gravitational forces, their structures, they are also considered. Okay, and typical non-tectonics deformation, they can be also be there. Typical non-tectonic deformation is the simple compaction of the sediments and sedimentary rocks due to the loading by the younger sediment strata. Okay, so non-tectonic deformation में that can be because of the simple compaction of the sediments. When the sediments they get compacted and sedimentary rocks because of the loading. Okay, we all know that is the rocks. They generally rocks are older. In the older rocks will be there down and younger rocks will be in the upper direction. Okay, so the younger rocks, they will put some pressure, they will put some force on the older rocks. Okay, so because of the overpressure, the changes may take place. Okay, and then the most important coming up, that is the neotectonics. Okay, so neotectonics, neo means which is something new, and tectonics means the tectos or the changes which are taking place. So neotectonics is completely new branch for all of us and is concerned with the recent and the ongoing crustal motions, means the changes or the movements or the movements we are seeing today and still they are going on. Okay, and the contemporaneous stress fields, they can also be there. So neotectonic structures are the surface expressions of faults in the form of fault scraps. You must understand, or you must have seen fault scraps. Okay, or you would have seen the Sutter ridges and all these types of structures that we will talk about later in the further in other video. But neotectonics, their recognition or their expressions, they can be very eventful, means you can just see in the field that how the changes are being taking place, and the best example being fault scrap. Okay, and important data sets, they stem from the seismic information from earthquakes, from the changes which are taking place because of the earthquake activities which are going there. Okay, so earthquakes, they were being taking place in the past, in the future, and in the present, and they will take place in the future also. Okay, so neotectonic, under the branch of neotectonic, we can also study about the information or the data we gather from the earthquakes and the changes in elevation of the regions which are being detected by the repeated satellite measurement. Okay, and at the smaller scales पे microtectonics, we can also define a term microtectonics means at the smaller scale described micro scale deformation and deformation structures visible under microscope. Okay, so microtectonics means the structures or the deformation or the changes taking place in the rocks or the structures, and they will be visible only under the microscope because they are micro in nature as the term has been defined. Okay, so the larger movements which are taking place, we call them the neotectonic movement, and at the micro scale means at the microscope level the changes which are taking place, we call them the microtectonics. Okay, so this was our discussion about some very basic concept or some basic we can say very basic terminologies related to the structural geology on tectonics also. Okay, so in the next video we will talk about some other video in the very other topic. Okay, thank you.